Hey Simon, hope you're having a good day. I just wanted to say first off that those splits sound absolutely crazy, bonkers. No wonder they're called gorilla splits because that's insane. Never ceases to amaze me what the a young body can do. Second off, I'd like to say about your finger. Uh, yeah, you definitely have the more interesting story, and I hope it doesn't take long for that fingernail to heal. You asked what badge I would pick, and that badge would be the Night Owl badge. The requirements are that you have to take a field trip to explore the night, tour your world after dark, meet people who work night hours, explore nature at night, and then host an extreme nighttime party. And I'm naturally a night owl, so that sounds like a lot of fun to me. You wanted an editing badge, and I will definitely create an editing badge for you. You are getting good at it and you'll get better at it. And so it's going to be great. And you shall have an editing badge. You talked about longevity and the difference between quality of life versus quantity of life. I think that living your life for quality is fantastic. And hopefully I'm doing the same. But I'm making a few different choices with my diet and exercise so that I can hopefully have quantity of life as well as quality of life. You talked about self-care tips that you do, and some of mine are the same. Eating, although a lot of times I eat for comfort or just enjoyment. Sleeping is definitely one we have in common. A good night's sleep will really put the world to rights with me. And re-listening to stuff. For a long time, I listened to Harry Potter book one every single year, every single few months, because I just enjoy that so much. It's such a fun story, and I really enjoy that. Some of my others that I do are to take a bath or a shower with my rainfall shower head. That really feels good on my body from my fibromyalgia. I also use low light and low noise in the evenings a lot of times because I've just had too much stimulation during the day, and actually that can make my body hurt as well. Another one I do is exercise. Even as much as 20 minutes on the walking pad or on the rowing machine can really make me feel better. And as I do it consistently, it's making a huge difference in my life. The biggest one maybe is soft clothes. This is my favorite shirt, and it says mental health matters, which is very important to me, but it also is just an extremely soft shirt. I wanted to explain about Dax and the White Rail House. We called it the White Rail House because it was out in the more rural part of the country because my brother liked horses. He liked to rope and just to ride. And so they had a big house with a big white rail fence around it. So we just called it the White Rail House. And I'm sorry that Dax made you step on that ember. That's crazy. You are right. Chickens are hilarious, particularly when I stop and think about it. They just do the weirdest things. They just look funny the way they exist. And I love that you still knit and enjoy Angora yarn. I did not know you were still knitting. I'd like to point out that Simon works at a doggy daycare, which is why he has all the stories about the dogs. I myself like cats. I'm a cat person. But one thing I really don't like is getting fur or hair all over me. And so I don't have a cat or a dog. One reason is because I live in my brother's house and he doesn't want me to have a cat. And the other one is just I don't want all that hair all over my clothes all the time. You talked about mock ups for your drawings, and I don't know what a mock-up is. I'd love to see one. I can imagine it's something it's like the obviously, it's the pre-drawing situation going on, but I'd love to see a mock-up sometime, just to know what it is. I also love that you have learned to learn from your mistakes. That's one of the most important things we can do in life because making mistakes is not a moral failure of any type. It's just a learning experience, exactly like you said. If we can get up and go on from it and move on and be better, that's fine. But one thing that's important to remember is that if we make the mistake again, that's fine again. Um, someone famous once said, fall down 7 times, get up 8 times. And that's the most important part, I think, of learning from a mistake is to remember to get up, keep going. It's okay if you do it again and again and again. Eventually you'll get better. And I love that you have learned that. I also love that you're rediscovering physical medium. I know that a lot of your art is digital, and I understand why. That's for the class. And I'd love to see a digital piece next time, the process of creating a digital piece. But I love that you're rediscovering the physical medium and enjoying that. It was so fascinating to me to watch the whole video of your painting, but particularly the last 3 minutes where you just finished it up. It is amazing to me. I was just fascinated by all the detail in the hair and in the color of the water in different places based on where the light was coming from. And the Hell's bells are beautiful. I loved the finished drawing. I'm so impressed. Good job. You asked what's going on with me, and right now the main thing is spiders. There is a crack outside my house in the plaster siding of the house, and I think they're getting in through there. But in the last 2 weeks, I've had two wolf spiders in my house. They're coming from the same place, a little crack in the corner of the baseboard in the living room. And so I think they're coming from outside over there and getting in the crack in the baseboard over there. And wolf spiders are not dangerous, but they're kind of terrifying. They're big and ugly. So I did unalive them because I am not going to rehome a spider. They just need to no longer be among us. And I'm also working on getting that crack sealed and the baseboard sealed as well. The next thing that is going on with me that I'm really looking forward to is a family reunion with my oldest brother's family next week down in St. George, one of the hottest parts of the state. It's going to be really hot next week, but we'll have a swimming pool and a lazy river, and it should be fun. I'm mostly just looking forward to spending time with my brother's kids and grandkids. I grew up with his kids and really enjoyed that. And I love spending time with their family. It will be a little difficult because St. George is about 4 hours away and driving hurts my fibromyalgia body. It's also a little hard to be out of my own bed for several nights in a row. But it's going to be so fun that it will totally be worth it. I'm looking forward to that. So sorry, this is a shorter video again. I just don't have a lot going on, a lot to talk about, but I love replying to your videos because they're so cool. I love the drawing and I love your commentary. And I hope that you have a good week. Love ya. Bye bye.